Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be watching back quite an old game from all the way back in the Misty Island patch. I love this game for until now basically to do because it had quite a bit of macros, and then I wanted to be able to also do an English voiceover for it. I was playing with William, who was very instrumental and crucial in helping me this round. Of course, I don't play jungle a lot, I don't even play Pain a lot, so he was able to guide me in some of the decision making during the game. This is gonna be somewhat of a weird slash tough game-ish. Valheim got picked up at the end here, level marksman, and taking a look at the other side's comp, if they get a little bit tanky, you know, some tank items coming out from Arthur and Ormar, they're going to dominate this game for sure. And so it really depends on how we're going to be playing, how we're going to be able to harass into the enemy side jungle. So let's watch what William, and I guess consequently me, will do in this game to make sure we get the W. Alright, so Misty Island patch, everybody goes middle. We can look for a trio Q roam, but unfortunately, even though the trio mid support and ADC does go into the middle, our support doesn't make his way up into the L bush over here to just fight for the control on the right hand side bush there. The reason you want to fight for that is because you wanted to get the jump on the clear. That is the last patch thing, but if you're gonna do it this patch, just beware because the minion waves do clash a lot sooner, so trio Q is not actually advisable anymore. Now with the enemy trio Q, trio roaming people, okay, the enemy trio pack missing, yeah, they were right to go and check the red side, but it is already too late. Now Valheim actually does an interesting thing. He drops the entire lane for himself and then goes to invade the enemy side jungle. So right now, Kilgrath and myself, we're just gonna actually be in the same boat. William actually has execute, but unfortunately we were so close and just missed the last smidge, or else that would have been a sweet little first blood over there, punishing the Arthur for the little bit of an overextension here. Over here we did see the Kilgrath, but I didn't really think he would do too much, so I kind of just stood there looking to maybe recall, make a play, watch out, or something like that. Over here, I'm already thinking I'm gonna go and take this wave with William. Now, it depends on who your mid is, but they should allow you to take the wave with them. As long as you're taking it with them and not just sort of taking it all by yourself. Especially if they're not like, they're on their way back, then you could wait for them a little bit so that both of you get the benefit of the gold. But over here, William actually does a curious thing. He starts twiddling his thumb, and the reason is because the vision on the bot side was not there. The enemy was missing. I didn't see that. I was then discouraged to take the middle wave by the Ormar all of a sudden popping up, and then Morin just swoops in, and then oh no. So really low and nothing much to show for. It is now 2 minutes without level 4. We're looking like in slightly a bit of trouble here. Usually, junglers should have already been at level 4 by this time. Alright, Kilgrath is also level 4. Good thing the Valheim does come here to help me out here a little bit. Arthur, a little bit of a sort of, I guess, poor example is, or example of what not to do is, for example, over there, if you see your Kilgrath moving in, you don't really need to clear that wave, okay, because you could just apply pressure into the enemy jungle, and that would actually have probably made Kilgrath steal possible. Now also, while I was just speaking about that, check out also what William does. Because we know that our dual lane doesn't really like to roam and get vision, he actually ends up going towards Kilgrath. We spotted him out, we know that what he's going to be doing. He's at his red is up right now, my blue is up, so his red is up. And then William is just gonna instead go harass him and draw the attention onto the red side jungle, successfully taking the red buff also, and that's gonna be paramount because in the later game you're gonna be able to see Ormar actually having to respond to that and basically go and defend his own side jungle instead, creating a favorable situation on the bottom side. Over here we engage. William actually gets there first. I just came to get the KS. Good job poking from the bottom side here. And yeah, basically I need to react faster to that is what I conclude after watching this replay back. Yeah, you know, maybe my old self would have gone and even take my red buff, then I would have completely missed out on an opportunity to score a kill. Alright, so William here right now, check it out. He's looking for rotations, he's looking for people coming to collapse. He knows he has quite the movement speed to be able to get to the fight if something hairy goes down, as it does right now. The enemy is committing very hard here, overextending in fact, trying to get the second kill. William swoops in with the ultimate. I come in with my ultimate too. It's another 2A, and gone goes both of their bottom lane dudes. Excellent. So now we're up 3-0-0, putting us in a very good scenario. Very nice. Now the reason we stand over here, and naturally this is kind of just filling it in later on, is we kind of just want to know exactly how many people are going to be at the fight, right? Over here, William actually reminds me to come over to the middle lane. I wasn't about to. In fact, sometimes I was really kind of wondering, like, oh, hey, you know, he took my small camp and stuff like that. But gradually, I started to be able to understand why he does that, because he's gonna be sharing his entire wave with me, and he needs to, however, keep up his gold as well. So then, if it speeds my jungle clear up, you know, if by the time he's gonna land his kill shot onto the small camp is the time when I walk by, that means we're gonna both get the EXP and the gold sharing, and then I can come take his entire mid wave with him around, of course. Then it's a win-win for everybody. Alright, here's what I was talking about previously. William, because of his presence up here, he pulls the Ormar all the way up to the top side of the map, creating a 2v1 scenario. Over here, the wave actually gets pushed in. I'm gonna pause here too, because the wave actually gets pushed in a little bit. These guys could have pushed a little bit more. They have always been, I guess, equal, if not slower, on the lane clear, and this is the first time that they actually get a faster lane clear than the enemy team. At least from my analysis here, I could be wrong, but so then what did they decide to do? They decide to come up and as a group as well. Now we look like we might be able to make a play up here in the middle, but as you can see here, we're all traveling in a group, and crucially, we do not see any vision on the Morin, who stayed really safe and has a lot of HP hiding under the tower, and that's gonna be a crucial mistake in this team fight. You notice that we spent all of our abilities on 2 tanks, and Morin is just gonna be able to sweep in and clean up the fight. We're gonna drop 2 for nothing in this trade, which was a big ouch. Morin still able to fight, was able to come at me. Luckily, I was able to reset the red buff. Morin was very fixated on trying to kill me. He should have probably just turned back and held on to the red buff, but it wouldn't matter, because by the time I get there, I know that basically the red buff is going to be gone as well. Right now, Valheim also looks for some call to the top. Again, I looked at the wave. I was like, oh, where should I go? Okay, my immediate thought was, okay, let's go for my my small camps. But then we saw the wave, and I was like, oh, right, wave. Get the wave together with the mid lane and rotate. Alright, so at this point in the game, we were just already talking about, hey, what to do now, because at this point it's very clear. Our bottom lane just likes to stay in the bottom lane. There's nothing that they're really doing. They're always constantly maybe playing a 3-on-2, but also they're able to just stay really safe. They have relatively fast lane clear. And right now, with 4 people spotted down bottom, William gets a very aggressive stance over here to keep the Arthur from moving towards the red side. I'm able to take the red side. Valheim is also simultaneously pushing the top, again creating reason for Arthur to not peek into his own red side jungle. and I'm gonna be able to make that a successive steal. And then come over here, wrap up, and kill the Arthur, who then becomes very much caught out. The entire pack of the enemies come moving towards the top side. We saw Kilgrath now forming a pack with the Ormar and the Morin. And questionably, I don't understand. Like, this is the part where I guess you could start to pay attention to your own games also, is to wonder like, hey, am I doing this? Am I going to roam at the wrong times? Did I clear my lane first before I roam? You know? Now over here, William was shouting to me. He was like, everybody's at top. I think you can steal this. This is fine for you to steal. So I'm just like kind of, okay, I'm just gonna be farming up. I'm going through all the motions and stuff like that. Over here, slight misclick on the first ability. Double clicked it. Shouldn't have done that. And then I paused here. I was sort of wondering and asking him, should I just keep pushing here? Because the thing is, if I show myself down here, and then I know there's about 5 people up at the top, I'm just wondering if they can stay safe. And in fact, I guess if I was playing this game again, I would have dragged my thumb up to just take a look at how safe they were. If the tower is about to fall, I know the enemy team's gonna commit, and then my team is not going to commit because the tower is about to fall. They're not gonna just die to that. Then I would be okay to just immediately charge in at the tower and kill it. But then if the scenario was like, oh, the tower still has a chance to be saved, and then there was maybe, you know, I know there's about 5 enemies up there, and my team didn't want to retreat, then I gotta reconsider, because showing myself down there gives them a very confident call to say that, okay, you know what, just dive this tower, go, go, go. Fortunately, if I didn't break out, we were able to stay safe, and I got a lot of farm by staying down here. I think I got 2 waves and 1 tower, so basically that was really well done for us down there. The enemy team now is kind of on our pace now. They moved down towards the bottom to react to my push, and then now Valheim does a very good thing. He split push, and basically I think he took down the tower. Yes, he does. And then now they react to Valheim, and they're always reacting, and then we're able to then pick up a play in the mid over here. This is really interesting because I didn't find an opportunity to use my ult at all. There's 2 people up top over there, I know. I'm thinking there's a couple of choices for me to do. It's either that I wait for this wave to come clash mid, or I wait to clear this wave. There's nothing on the map really for me to do. This wave is too far out to really make a difference, and in fact, if I push this wave, there's no dragon for me to take either. Maybe a blue side, enemy blue side, but at the same time, no real, you know, sort of vision on the map. I can't even be sure the blue is there, so I decided to just hold on and wait to see where the enemy people go, because they just pushed. They could very well continue to push, or they could rotate. So here we go, we see the Kilgrath moving in, and here we go, the Sephora does a good job baiting out everything, and then we were able to get a fantastic pick onto the Morin, ultimate in, and wow, this is gonna be the damage of pain coming out. I have 7k gold in terms of equipment, and the other side only has 5k. I'm gonna be able to chase out this Morin. A 2 damage, Arctic Orb comes out, and I'm just no thought, just ult in, and then excellent being able to pick up those 2 kills. That was kind of a reflexive move. Actually, at the time, I was like, whoa, what am I doing? Am I actually going to survive this? But in fact, I did. I didn't remember William saying, oh, wow, very nice, very nice. Liu Liu Liu. Liu 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 is 666, and it's just kind of what, you know, Chinese people say when they mean like, wow, that was really awesome. You know, it's kind of like saying dope, or it's kind of like saying that was really great. I don't know what else. What others? Poggers. You know, some internet slang like that. Liu Liu Liu. Okay. So if you see people typing 666, that's what they mean. They're complimenting you. All right. So that was cool. Kind of have to just calm down here a little bit, and then just consider what we're going to do in the next play. Now we have right now the 2 objectives is up. no waves pushed in the down mid, so that's probably what we're gonna have to look for. I thought to go for this objective, but Ormar catch me out, but I already have too much gold, so then I was like, haha, okay, we'll just kill you. And the entire team was sort of standby in mid. Now we're gonna split two ways. I have a lot of movement, and we're wanting to set up the Slayer, so we decide to move top. Kilgroth is completely caught out over here because we saw, well, basically the enemy support died. So yeah, now this is going to be a free Slayer for us because the Kilgroth also died, the support is gone. This is a 5-on-3. In fact, we have pressure pushing down bottom, and then so William does a very important thing here is we have 3 people showing down bottom. He needs to make an aggressive move to keep enemies at bay from coming to the Dark Slayer. I can solo Slayer, no problem. He does not need to help it. In fact, he just needs to hold the enemies back. Our team also is attracting a lot of attention down here. Unfortunately, they didn't have the wave control. They didn't have the wave crashing into this tower to make it a successful steal down there and have to back out. And then we're looking at 4 people moving towards the top side over here. Kilgroth commits to the middle side, so William was like, hey, let's just focus on taking the top tower. He goes and take the top tower. I noticed that he has the entire thing, so I'm just gonna be able to go ahead and help the 3-man group down here and get ourselves a nice, how many kills was that? I don't know, but anyway, it's just an ultimate. We have all our waves in, and it's gonna be GG. Well played by us over there. It's a relatively short and sweet game there. We didn't really give the enemy a chance at all to be able to get tanky, so that's kind of why our composition ended up working. Anyway, I hoped this game was, interesting to you. It definitely, when I was playing that game, I felt like I was learning so much, and I don't think I even really did the game justice through my voiceover. It's got to be one of those things where you got someone strong taking you along for the ride, and you just feel like you're learning so much. Anyway, we ended up getting the MVP. Excellent, and we're on to the next game. All right, this is where I'm gonna stop for today, and we'll see you next time. See ya.